Widespread behavioral anomaly has been detected affecting domestic paternal figures in multiple suburban regions. Authorities have not determined the point of origin. It is not viral. It is not psychological. It is not natural. If your father, or the individual occupying that role in your household, exhibits any of the following symptoms, you are instructed to remain calm, leave the premises, and do not look back. This is not superstition. This is not paranoia. This is a confirmed pattern threshold event, classified at level 4 containment risk. Your safety depends on silence, distance, and obedience. It often begins on a Thursday. That's what the initial reports suggest. You'll wake up and something about the air in the house will feel heavier, like the pressure has dropped without a storm. You'll hear the familiar sound of the hallway floorboards creaking, the soft whine of your bedroom door as it opens. But you'll remember that it was already open. He stands there anyway, not saying anything, not moving, not smiling, just watching you for a beat too long before nodding and walking away. Feels like nothing. An odd moment maybe, but not alarming. Not yet. The next morning he knocks. The door's open, but he knocks anyway. Not loud, just once. And then he says your full name, not your nickname, not what he called you when you were little. Your full name like he's checking a list. You sit up in bed and look at him and everything seems the same. Same face, same body. But something in his eyes is too still, like he's frozen the part of himself that used to twitch or blink or look away. He tells you breakfast is ready. His voice is normal. But as you follow him down the hallway, you realize his gait has changed. Too measured. Every step identical in length and sound, like a looped recording of footsteps playing from another room. At the kitchen table, he starts asking questions. Odd ones. Not personal exactly, but precise. What grade are you in again? He asks, even though you graduated. Do you still leave your window cracked at night? You laugh thinking it's a weird joke, but he doesn't smile. He just tilts his head slightly as if your answer didn't match the one he had written down. You try to change the subject. He lets you. But you catch him looking at your hands while you speak like he's counting your fingers. You won't notice when the family photos disappear. Slow, a frame at a time. A vacation picture from 3 years ago is just gone. The portrait in the hallway where he had his arm around your shoulder has been flipped backward, the photo replaced with a blank sheet of paper. You'll ask where it went and he'll tilt his head again and say, I think you imagined that one. You're always imagining things. The tone is gentle but too even, like something rehearsed. Soon his routines become inconsistent. He sits at the dinner table long after everyone else has left, eyes fixed on the same corner of the ceiling. You pass by the living room and see him staring into the static of a television that isn't on. One night, you wake up to find all the lights in the house are off except the bathroom and he's standing inside it, not using the sink, not brushing his teeth, just standing in the middle of the room, staring at the mirror without blinking, like he's waiting for it to do something. He doesn't see you watching him, or maybe he does. The event always escalates by the third night. That's when he begins to speak from more than one place at once. You'll hear his voice downstairs calling you for dinner, casual and familiar. You'll walk down the steps slowly, the hair on your arms already standing up. You'll enter the kitchen and it's empty. No food, no movement, no father. You turn to check the living room, but it's quiet there too. Then his voice calls again. From upstairs this time. Same words, same tone. But something about it sounds flatter now, like it's losing depth each time it speaks. You'll freeze, realize the voice is moving, but the body isn't. Then you'll understand. Something is testing the acoustics of the house. It's practicing, learning. If you begin to notice these signs, you must follow the emergency protocol without hesitation. First, do not answer his voice more than once. The entity learns through mimicry. It perfects patterns by hearing the same exchange more than twice. Second, avoid all reflective surfaces, especially bathroom mirrors. The reflection may not match what's beside you. Some victims reported that the reflection continued moving after the figure in the room had stopped. Others saw a version of their father that was smiling too wide or mouthing words with no sound. Third, take no belongings with you. Sentimental objects act as anchors. It can trace scent and emotion embedded In at least 12 documented cases, victims who ran triggered what we now call the skin-clicking response, where the figure's jaw dislocates and emits a loud, echoing pop that stuns victims into paralysis. If you hear this sound, do not turn around. Here is what the Family Behavior Monitoring Division will not disclose in official bulletins. This didn't begin in the suburbs. The first documented case was in 1971, in a rural town where a boy claimed his father had started sleeping standing up in the hallway. When police were dispatched, they found the father asleep on the couch, and something else in his skin upstairs, smiling at them from the bedroom mirror. They waved when they entered. They burned the house. No questions asked. Since then, over 300 cases have been quietly archived. The story never makes it to the news. Victims are labeled as runaways, and households are marked with invisible tags only drones can read. You might have seen one once, painted faintly on the curb like a utility marking, except it's never near any pipes. If your block has more than 2 of them, you need to start sleeping with your door locked. And never answer if your father knocks first. Final warning: if your father begins exhibiting signs such as knocking on open doors, referring to you by incorrect names, asking about your nighttime habits, or calling you from 2 separate floors in the same moment, you must leave. Do not attempt to understand. Do not cry. Do not touch him. And above all, do not ask him what's wrong. Because if he answers, it will be in a voice that remembers everything you've ever said, every mistake you ever made, every memory you thought was private, and it will say it all with a mouth that used to love you.